Hey guys, Cell here, and welcome back to some more Nikke, where we have a day and 2 hours left for the entire Evangelion event, and I still have yet to actually watch the damn show, so I'm going into this not knowing anything about the character. I put it off for so long. There's 3 parts, this is probably gonna be a long one. Master, and look over there. Not to mention, Chris is gonna die by the end of this. That must be what Nikke was talking about. Over where Nail is, a massive object is floating in the sky. Damn, that looks ominous as hell. Can no one get close to it? Negative, there's some kind of invisible barrier around it. No one's able to even approach it, let alone attempt to attack it. Do you think it's similar to the shield we saw in the Gatekeeper before? Not sure. I think it serves a similar purpose, but it differs slightly. While Gatekeeper's shield entirely deflected any incoming attacks, this one creates an octagonal wave upon contact. While neither of the shields can be penetrated, this one is somewhat different in that contact can be made. I see. I guess that means it's not the Gatekeeper. Right. While listening to Rapi's explanation, I recall our mission briefing. A few hours earlier. Okay, so you can do that, but you can't actually, an emergency alert. Commander, we've got a request for backup coming in from the Ark. Hello. Nikke. A large entity approaching the Ark. Did a rapture? It is exhibiting energy patterns which are different from a regular rapture. According to our analysis, the patterns most closely resemble D-waves. A squadron has been deployed up on the surface, but you are being tasked with another mission. What is it? We have also identified 4 entities nearby emitting similar wave patterns. They look like humans, and thus we have determined they might be experiencing the same phenomenon as the other D-wave beings you have previously encountered. Given that the counters have the most experience with D-wave entities, we are assigning you to the search and rescue mission. Report to the surface as soon as you can. Roger. Present time. Commander, you've arrived at the coordinates Nikke provided. They should be right here, shouldn't they? Based on a Nikke scan, yes. I wonder what type of beings they are this time. Who knows? I'm just hoping they're capable of taking down that giant floating object. We slowly scan the area for any beings from another world. Commander, over there. Yay! Misato? And one of the girls I can't remember the name to that I have. Off in the distance. 3 girls in unfamiliar suits and a woman in a red jacket are visible. And what's with that suit? I've never seen anything like it. Do you think that's them? Who else could it be? Think so. Should we approach? Yes, let's go. I'll take the lead. With the audience in the front, we slowly approach the strangers in unfamiliar suit. I'm unable to connect with Nerve headquarters. We're outside of communication range already. What's going on here? Where are we? And that thing floating there. Is that Angel? This is bad. Excuse me. Who goes there? I know this might sound crazy, but I'm guessing you all don't know where you are. How did you? We've encountered quite a few people in your position before. I presume you're all from a different world. What in the world is that noise? It's coming from that massive object. as her eyes and ears are drawn to the massive room. Thing actually called Angel? Ungil? I don't know. You see the mysterious object begin to gather light. It's gathering energy. Everyone get down. Almost immediately after everyone drops to the ground, massive beam shoots out in a straight line, decimating the ground underneath. Commander, are you okay? What the? The ground is just gone. How powerful is this thing? What incredible firepower! Why would you care about firepower at a time like this? That shot, it was directed towards the Ark. What? Was it aiming for the Ark? Could that be the sixth angle? Its shape is somewhat similar, but if you look carefully, there are many differences in its appearance. So we're not even sure if this is an angel. This doesn't bode well. Thank you, Ray, for not talking. Very nice. You guys know what that thing is? Huh? Are you talking to us? Well, we're familiar with something that's similar to it, but we're not sure if it's the exact same thing. Commander, things are quiet now. We don't know when the next attack could occur. I suggest we head back to the Ark. Are you able to establish contact with them? Not yet. All communications have been down since the recent bombardment. Alright, let's head back. Roger. Not safe for us to be here talking in the open. How about you all come back to the Ark with... We don't have much to go on in terms of trusting you. But the fact we're apparently in another world is somewhat disconcerting. And not to mention that anything is better than standing here, aimlessly in front of such a dangerous entity. Lead the way. After returning to the Ark, we introduce ourselves to the visitors from another world. So this place is called the Ark, and it's humanity's last refuge. You're the commander in the central government's army, and these are the members of your squad. That's right. You said you belong to an organization called Nerve? Correct. We are also fighting to keep mankind alive. However, this is the first time I've heard about any of this. A vast underground city dubbed the Ark. Humanity being threatened by mechanical creatures called Rapture. The existence of these beings called Nikke. That's understandable, considering our worlds are different. Another world. That's the part I'm having the most trouble accepting. A different world. Pretty interesting. You're not pulling our legs, are you? This is all just too outlandish to be true. You're not lying. Honey Snail and I are not human, we're Nikke. The easiest way would be to pop off your head and show them the truth. They are humanoid weapons designed for fighting raptures. Have them try to, you know. Weapons. You're not human. That's right. Except for our brains, our bodies are entirely mechanical. But you look so human. Yeah, totally lifelike. Amazing. I'm not quite sure what to say. Yeah, it's a bit embarrassing being in the spotlight like this. Dang, it's starting to feel like we're really in another world. And this is insane. What about Ikari? Is he not here? You're right. What about Shinji? Look, we don't need to care about Shinji, okay? It was technically bad enough that Denji and, guy's name showed up in the event. We don't need them, right? Who? Shinji, a boy around the same age as Rei, A, and Asuka. Have you seen him? No. We scanned the area around the Ark, but we didn't see anyone else besides you all. If someone else had come along with you, they would have been nearby. I see. I guess Shinji didn't tag along. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing. It's a good thing. Believe me. That idiot. What's he going it alone at a time like this? What's he thinking? You can't. Fine. Let's assume that we are in fact in another world. The question is, how do we get back? Huh? The first thing you asked us was if we had come from another world. And that tells me you've met others like us who aren't part of your planet, right? Oh, wow, you're sharp. Correct, we have. And then I assume you know how to get back as well. If our past experiences are anything to go on, you need to defeat that massive object up on the... If you do that, you should be able to return to your world. Massive object? You mean that thing that looked like the sixth angel? We're not entirely sure what you mean by angel. But if you're referring to that entity on the surface, then yes. There are angels here too. Again, we're not familiar with this angel you speak of. I suspect that massive object might be something Gatekeeper created after seeing those angels from your world. You keep mentioning the word Gatekeeper. What is that? It's a special entity which can manifest living and non-living organisms from other dimensions. Bobby begins to tell our interdimensional visitors about Gatekeeper's powers. Memory's a bit foggy. I'll listen to her explanation. I don't know all about Gatekeeper. I'll let my mind wander for a few... Yes. Let's see what happens. So this Gatekeeper is summoned all of us. And that thing we all saw on the surface. Without my consent. Exactly. Correct. The fact that you are unfamiliar with the basic concepts of our world, such as Nikke's and Raptures, and that you are emitting D-wave energy are the two most telling signs. That energy is coming out from our bodies. I can't believe this, but I guess I have no choice. It did all this without consulting us. This is all very fascinating. But I think I'm getting a headache from all this information overload. Yeah, me too. Is there somewhere we can rest for a while? We're all pretty exhausted. Okay, you all can rest for a bit and we'll talk after. We appreciate it. Here, let me take you to our dorm. Thank you.
Tell me about the people from another world. Are they cooperative?
They all still seem somewhat discombobulated.
I can imagine. Being transported to another world is something unfathomable to most people. We decide to let them rest up and resume talking afterward. That's a good idea. Let's give it some time and... Besides, they're not the most pressing issue at the moment. That massive object is. Correct. That massive beam which shot out from that entity severely damaged the area of the surface directly above the Ark. The higher-ups have taken to calling it the Ultra Beam. It's caused quite a commotion amongst their ranks, considering it wasn't Rapture-based, and instead was an attack we could not identify. The only bit of real good news is that it's been quite since that initial attack. That's given our engineers time to focus on repairing the areas of the surface that were damaged. Meanwhile, we're assembling our finest soldiers in preparation for an all-out assault on massive objects. What's the likelihood of success? Hard to say, but that things aren't looking good. That massive barrier surrounding it, which we're referring to as the anti-field, prevents anyone from even approaching it, let alone attacking it. See, while we try and resolve this situation, I want you to keep doing what you've been doing, and give our otherworldly visitors the royal treatment. In the event we come to require their assistance, we want them on our side. Understood. A few days later, give me a roll call.
Oh. Here.
I'm sure you've all heard. The situation isn't looking good. We've been attempting to breach that massive object ever since it appeared. But perhaps unsurprisingly, we have been unable to penetrate the entire field. Each of the big three have dispatched their finest squads, but progress has remained at a standstill.
How is it our fault that we can't break through? Why did that thing suddenly appear above the Ark in the first place? The reason is simple. The Gatekeeper used D-Wave energy to summon it. We know that. You don't have to point it out. Juan, calm down and sit. Now is not the time to be losing our cool. I'm not losing my cool. I understand that this mysterious entity has you worried. But we cannot deal with the situation using the Force brute alone. In times like this, we must try to think rationalmente. And don't talk down to me. I know that.
Juan plops down in her seat.
Continue, s'il vous plaît.
God. To make matters worse, the mass has fired another ultra beam, causing further damage.
Yeah. The facilities which were being repaired from the previous attack, as well as the surface above the Ark, have sustained further damage.
How much of the surface area above the Ark is left?
After the two beam-related attacks, approximately 75% of the surface area remains. Have there been any other attacks other than the Ultra Beam? A negative. Besides the defensive line of Raptors armed with the anti-fields, there have not been any additional offensive maneuvers made on the Ark. I suppose that's a good minor relief.
In light of all of this, the higher-ups have come to the following conclusion. This entity's target is most likely the Ark.
So what should we do?
We are calculating how many more Ultra Beams the surface can withstand. In the meantime, you all must attempt to find a way to defeat that thing as soon as possible. By any means necessary. As for me, I'll go meet our visitors personally. Welcome.
Are you the leader around here?
Nice to meet you. The name's Anderson. I called you here so that we can talk face to face. I have some important information to share with you.
And what would that be?
It's about the current situation of the surface. A few days ago, our most elite Nikkes conducted numerous offensive operations, attempting to defeat the entity that appeared on the surface along with you. However, thanks to its anti-field, all of our efforts have failed. Since then, we have attempted to formulate a way to overcome this thing. But the unfortunate conclusion we have reached is that the anti-field cannot be breached with our current technology. The biggest issue we are facing is that the massive object's target appears to be the Ark. That's right. After that initial attack you witnessed, another beam was fired and damaged the surface above the Ark. Despite our attempts to divert its attention elsewhere, the entity only generates raptures around the anti-field and sends them after us. All its attention is focused on the Ark. But why? You don't know. Our speculation is that it intends to annihilate us because of our attempts to hinder it.
So it wishes to exterminate all the humans here.
The biggest problem is that, because its appearance was so sudden, we haven't been able to prepare any proper countermeasure. The moment the surface above the Ark is breached, the Ultra Beam will be able to vaporize the Ark in an instant. How long can the surface hold out? Based on the analysis by Nikke and MMR, we can withstand 3 more attacks. After that, the Ark will sustain a direct hit. How long is the interval between attacks? Based on the current pattern, once every 5 days. That means we have 19 days before a potential direct hit. No matter what, we must destroy the massive object before that happens.
Within the next 19 days. I understand that the situation is serious, but why are you telling us this?
I heard you refer to the entity as an angel. That tells me you have experience with something similar to what we're dealing with here.
That's right.
Moreover, you're the only one who are emitting D-wave energy like it does. That has led me and the others to believe that you might be the key to defeating that thing. So please, will you help us?
You're asking us to fight that thing without Ava? For the sake of the humans here.
Please, I'm also asking for your help. I bow to the nerve members.
What do you all think? I think it'll be a tough fight without Ava. However, if we want to return to our world, we don't have much of a choice. I feel the same. We can't stay here forever. In order to go back to our world, we have to defeat that thing. So maybe we should work together. What do you think, Ray? Hi. Rhea?
Is it Rhea or Reye?
And silently. And you, Asuka? And you even have to ask. And not only should we take down that giant lump, we should also take down that gatekeeper which brought us here. Alright then. Everyone seems to be on board.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Now then, the first step.
After the nerve members agreed to help us with defeating the massive object, we commence a round of questioning and testing. Please introduce yourself briefly.
Asuka Shikinami Longley, a pilot of Unit 2 from Evangelion. Rei Ayanami.
You have previous combat experience. Rei A. nods.
If she does, it ought to be obvious that I do.
You personally operated a firearm.
Are you a complete idiot? I already told you. I'm a pilot of Unit 2 from Evangelion. And do you have any concept of what a pilot does?
Izato holds up a gun.
Is this what guns look like here? They're not that much different from ours. Yeah, since we're in a different world, I thought their weapons would look totally different. But they're basically the exact same.
Back to position.
Coming. Oh.
Misato and Mari aim at the target. How'd they do? We were unable to gather anything useful during the question and answer session. On a positive note, they do appear to have some military training. D. All in all, the test proved useful. We did discover that the D-wave emitted from their bodies can neutralize the anti-field. Also, when objects come into contact with them, they emit the same wave as the massive object, albeit very briefly. If we can craft bullets containing that effect... That's right. They can pierce through the massive object's anti-field with their weapon. They'll be able to create an opening. We'll finally have a chance to damage the entity. Something we've been unable to accomplish so far, despite our best efforts. We'll have to head to the battlefield together. You're correct. That's why you and the counter. We'll escort the nerve members up to the surface. Once there, they'll puncture a hole in the anti-field. After which our forces will concentrate their fire through that opening. If we can accomplish that, even just for a brief moment, We should be able to destroy the creature.
Currently, the massive object is surrounded by raptors with the entire field. For this operation, Nerve Encounters will be engaging in a joint operation with our own distinct rules. The Nerve team's goal will be to create a hole in the entire field. Even if said opening is small, that's fine. So long as you make an opening, we and the other forces dispatched by the Ark will concentrate our firepower through that opening to attack. Okay. Alright, it's time for the elite to step in. Okay. While you guys approach the massive object, Ani, Snail, and I will keep the raptors at bay, so that you can reach your target as quickly as possible. We won't be the only ones providing cover. Many of the Ark's top Nikke squads will pave the way for you. Wow, I feel like a real VIP. They are definitely giving us some special treatment. That means they want us to deliver.
We also want to support you as much as we can, because you're helping to save lives.
Very cool. A battle to save humankind and the world. Very interesting indeed. You all just do your best to help us. We are good at what we do, and it's our duty to help humanity. You just point out the best way for us to deal with those raptors or with the massive object.
Okay, I'll give you a crash course on how to deal with raptors. Misato, you're going to be our designated operator, yes?
Yeah, that's right, but actually I'm a little embarrassed. Even though I'm an adult, even in this world I'm leaving the real fighting to children. And don't you worry about that. You just do what you do best, Misato. I'll take care of the rest. Asuka?
Providing support and giving us continual updates on how the battle is unfolding is imperative. You have nothing to be embarrassed about.
Thanks. I'll do my best to work together with your intelligence department.
Take care. Before we know it, the day of the operation has arrived. Misato, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. It's remarkable how clearly I can see where you guys are. Can you hear me okay?
We're reading you loud and clear.
Good. I still feel a bit awkward about all this, but I'll keep my eyes peeled and keep you all updated on any developments.
Thanks in advance.
Has everyone done their weapons check? I'm good to go. You? All good here. Yes. Of course I'm ready. I'm no fool. I finished that a long time ago.
Good, then let's move.
Let's do this. Roger. Off we go. Merrily so.
However, despite starting off the operation in good spirits, problems soon begin to emerge from everywhere.
Commander, there are more of them than we expected. Wow, they're really pouring in. Where should I shoot first?
Don't let them push us back. Focus on the front.
Okay. Firepower. Additional rapture reinforcements confirmed at 9 o'clock. Again?
Additional waves of raptors keep appearing.
Kamikaze raptors towards the front. What? You didn't mention anything about those being here. How do we handle them?
Kill them before they get to you. Air-type raptors began to swarm all directions.
Shoot first, ask questions later. We must prevent them from approaching. These things are irritating.
Various types of raptors we hadn't anticipated on encountering appear.
Eliminate the anti-field. Done. We'll resume attack after taking cover.
The wall of Rei, I don't know why I keep saying that. Rei was taking cover behind is shattered.
Get down.
Rapi shoots at the raptor, rushing towards Rei.
Are you hurt? No. Am I behind you? Huh? Yeah.
Neon fires at the attacking raptor behind Mike. The Raptor takes a direct hit from Nail's attack and is pushed back.
I'll create a hole in the anti-field. Thank you. A firepower.
The Raptor collapses to the ground.
Oh, you saved my life. Thanks. Don't mention it. No rest for the wicked. Here they come again.
Due to the constant hordes of raptors swarming in, we find ourselves in a precarious position.
This isn't going to be easy. Oh, missions on the surface have never exactly been easy. But this fight seems more unpredictable than usual. The main reason for that is that we can't attack the raptors directly. All we can do is either push back the ones charging at us, or shoot them down through the holes in their anti-fields made by the Nerve team. Since it's our first time fighting on the battlefield together, we still have to work out some kinks. Our response time is slower than usual, especially when something unexpected happens. And again, considering this is their first time in actual combat, they're doing good. Really well, in fact, that it's kinda hard to believe. That's the only reason why we've managed to hold out this far. If they hadn't held up their end, someone would have been injured or even killed by now. I don't think we can keep this up. I agree. If we're having a hard time getting through these raptors, there's no way we'll be able to handle that massive object. It looks like these things really don't want us to get close. Let's head back. I don't think pressing forward is a viable option.
Wait, if we keep pushing on, someone is liable to get hurt. Let's fall back.
Roger that.
With that, our first mission with the Nerve members ended in failure. The higher-ups took a look at your performance on the field, and they've concluded that simple training, even on an accelerated schedule, won't be enough to confront the raptors.
In other words, this mission tanked because of us. Oof, how embarrassing.
Therefore, for the remaining time we have, you will be learning combat strategies tailored specifically for fighting raptors.
And to do that, they're gonna be learning about it in school. Oh? You're going to teach us some new skills? Where?
Somewhere conducive to taking instruction. I presume you know where I'm alluding to. I don't mean the MMR vocational school. That's right.
Are you telling me we're being sent to a high school? I thought you said time was of the essence.
It's precisely for that reason that further preparation like this is required. Otherwise, even if we're presented with an opportunity, we might not be able to properly seize it.
I get what you're saying, but
I thank you for putting your best foot forward. But if you charge into this mission recklessly, there is a chance that we could lose some of you. Were that to occur, we can no longer have any means of stopping this entity. We cannot allow that to happen.
I understand what you mean.
Thank you for understanding.
I feel a bit embarrassed enrolling as a student.
We'll be assigning you the position of substitute teacher. I've already explained everything to the school. They'll guide you. Oh, and one more thing. The fact that you are all from another world is information only a few will be privy to. Your assigned instructor and a handful of students who will be your support during combat training will be the only ones aware of your identity. I would appreciate it if you keep that in mind.
So we're going to be at high school as on a secret mission. That sounds fun. And what are you blabbering about? It's just one more thing for us to worry about. What a pain. I get to be a teacher. I never thought I'd be able to experience something like this.
As for you, Cell.
Yes?
You'll go along with them. But the Count is coming along as well. Negative. If new transfer students were to show up with a command or a unit, that would raise suspicions to say the least.
That's true, but
if any incidents occur at the school, You will assume responsibility and provide necessary assistance. I understand. Good. I realize we don't have a lot of time in our hands, but I hope you all enjoy a little stint at school. Hey there, Marciana. Hey, Marciana.
Hi, Commander. A long time no see. A teacher. I didn't realize you were coming too. Oh wow, this is fantastic. And this could totally be taken out of context. Hi, teacher.
Nice to see you, everyone.
So, these are the individuals the higher-ups meant.
Correct. Marciana slowly gives the nerve members a once-over, then bows her head in greeting.
Welcome to the MMR Vocational School. Before we get down to business, allow us to introduce ourselves. I am Marciana, the homeroom teacher for Class P. This is Ray, Zbai, and Ein. Rai, technically. They'll be joining you during your time here. They will be assigned to you in a buddy system, and will be there to provide support during your combat training in any aspect. Hello. Nice to meet you. Hello. Wow. So we're working on a buddy system. Cool. Nice to meet you. Huh. You look awfully. You're a high school student. Huh? I presume you're referring to Rai. As a matter of fact, she's a third-year student and has the highest grade of her class. Seriously, I never guessed by looking at her.
To mention, that means that she's smarter than Zvi, who studies all the time, which is really, really surprising.
Got it?
Although they are students, they are still Nikkes. Ah, I see. Well, nice to meet you. I'm Misato Katsuragi, the assigned substitute teacher for the interim period. Just call me Misato. The children and I are very much in your debt. Oh, please. It's nothing. We really do appreciate you coming.
What's the next step?
Before we start combat training, we shall conduct a casual group test.
What kind of test?
Before we dive headlong into training, I would like to take this opportunity to get a better sense of each other. That's a great idea. Since we will be going into battle together, it would be advantageous to see how everyone fights.
How will this be taking place?
Let's move to the simulation room inside the school. Considering the scale of this underground city, I had high hopes for the simulation room, but it's nothing special.
Ray slowly looks around the simulation room.
So this is this world's simulation room. I wonder what kind of method will be used for this test. Let's hurry and get this test over with. We should be engaging in proper combat training, not this. Testing. Can you hear me? Yes, we can hear you, Miss Marciana. As I said in the classroom, this test is intended to assist with fostering harmony between the members of the Nerve and the Nikke who will be assigned to them. Although the raptures you will be doing battle with are virtual, their behavior will be indistinguishable from their real-life counterparts. Depending on where you are hit, you will be marked either as injured or dead and will not be able to continue. Therefore, you must treat the simulation as if it were a real fight. Did everyone get that? Don't take this lightly, but don't psych yourselves out either. Understood? And quit badgering us, Misato. I've gone up against the real deal. And do you really think a simulation is gonna have me quaking in my boots?
Yes.
Alright, I trust you. And we are always doing tests like this. I doubt anything will happen, right? Yeah, we'll be fine. It's just another test. Isn't that right, Naru? Right. If I'm being honest, I don't think it's even really necessary for teacher to be here. The commander will be joining you once the mission starts. It was determined that it would be beneficial for him to get a feel of what to expect out on the field. Now, no matter how we do this, there's no matter getting around at this won't be quite the same as conducting exercises up on the surface. However, the main goal of this is to get everyone working as a team. So do your best not to intervene and stay out of the way.
Understood.
Good. Commencing test now.
The test begins.
Target down. I knew it. This is nothing. This is fun. Send more my way.
Everyone is performing better than expected.
I know you too. Let's go and get their attention.
Kai sends Naru 2 towards a group of raptors, but it is shot down by Asuka.
Naru! Oh, was that your drone? It kept buzzing around my face, so I shut it down. How could you? My precious Naru! Well, now you know not to send anything flitting about from now on. Do it again, I'll shoot it down again. How can you say that? You should be apologizing. And quit your belly aching and get out of my way. You? How can you be so mean?
Rai is attacked by a virtual rapture.
But I've been eliminated.
Virtual rapture starts gathering its energy towards Asuka.
It's open on the right. I'll cover you. But then who will take care of this rap?
Marty is also hit by the virtual rapture. And at that point, Marty would have died.
Sorry. Is Vi in front of you? What are you doing? Get your head on straight and do it. The sniper to your left. What?
Asuka has also fallen to the virtual rapture. Oh man, Asuka, what happened? You were so, all high and mighty. You literally, told poor little Vi to get out of the way. And yet you let the team down. You were one of... You weren't the last one to die. You also weren't the first, but you still died. As Asuka battles out, the situation quickly deteriorates, and the virtual raptors gain the advantage. The test eventually ends with the entire team being wiped out. And as such, because of Asuka's arrogance, everyone on the team basically started falling through and died.
That was embarrassing.
Mari, Rai, Asuka. Considering that you're not familiar with how raptors operate, you did well. Rai is Vi and I, and as expected, you've performed admirably and exceeded my expectations on an individual basis. However, the overall evaluation left much to be desired. I realize this is the first time you all have attempted to work together, but there was no sign of any cooperation at all.
Sorry, it's because I changed our objective. It's because of this goofball in the red suit. Excuse me.
Rai, please.
You're one to talk. You practically broke down in tears in the middle of a firefight all because of one stupid drone. If you ask me, you should be in a shrink's office, not the battlefield.
Asuka, that's enough.
I'm perfectly fine. I'll have you know. And Naruto is not just any drone.
Rai, tone down, please.
This is how you act when you're perfectly fine. You got a problem. You're pathetic. And no, I'm not. Yes, you are. And no, I'm not.
Is this what our time here is going to be like? few days later, in front of the massive object up on the surface, Laplace and Unwa fire at the anti-field surrounding the mysterious entity.
This isn't doing a damn thing. And not even my hero beam can penetrate this confounded anti-field. Time's up, everyone. Fall back.
A massive roar fills the air as light begins gathering around the massive object.
Only 1 minute until the Ultra Beam fires. You mean we have to leave this dastardly villain with our tails tucked between our legs? We are falling back. Retreat. Prima, get on.
All the Nikkes who were on the offensive retreat in haste. The Ultra Beam gouges the surface above the arc. At the same moment, there is a brief blackout in the arc.
That last hit caused a blackout. I have impression it's getting closer.
Nikke, how much of the surface is left after this attack?
After this last strike by the Ultra Beam, it is estimated that approximately 50% remains. Only half? Mon Dieu, this isn't good at all. Meanwhile, all of our attacks are as ineffective as ever. I don't think I've ever felt so powerless. If we had more time, we could at least try to imitate the D-Wave or whatever that thing out there is. So, the most pressing problem is what we're short on time.
Is there no way of attacking this thing in the remaining time without involving the members of Nerve? It appears we have no choice but to wait for them to make headway.
Don't worry about them. I hear they're settling into school life well and their training is going smoothly.
Who's lied to you, Ingrid? That did not go smoothly.
They've teamed up with the school circle and are planning strategies for a joint operation. And it's all thanks to MMR's full support. And we've even created a dedicated curriculum for Nev, as well as specialized weapons. They won't be heading into the fray empty-handed like they did last time.
We should still prepare for the worst case scenario. If they end up going out there and are unable to put a dent in that thing, we have to come up with a contingency plan to quickly restore and reinforce the surface above the arc.
I will set that issue as a top priority. I'll tell Mighty Tool and MMR to pick up the pace. I'll have my girls conduct some more frequent broadcasts, covering what to do in case of an emergency. I'll expedite repairs on the pathways to the shelter, and put the ACPU on standby for any emergency.
Alright. There's not much more we can do to be prepared than that. So for now, we'll simply have to continue monitoring the situation on the surface. MMR Vocational School Meeting Group.
Ray, Asuka, and Mari are all adapting well to the curriculum. More importantly, they have shown marked improvement in their combat skills, from swift responses to various raptures, adept at use of cover for attacks, not to mention their exceptional academic grades.
So everyone is doing well.
Very much so. Is it because they are pilots?
I'm glad they are adjusting well here.
Indeed. It's almost hard to believe this is their first time living with Nikkes. They get along swimmingly with the entire student body, and even those outside of school circle. However, there is one slight problem.
What's wrong?
During our last group test, their teamwork still wasn't up to par.
What do you mean?
Currently, Asuka is paired with Zwei, Rei is with Ayn, and Rai is with Mari. However, Asuka's competitiveness gives Vi a headache. Ai reminds Rei a quiet personality a bore. Finds. And Rai
No matter how much of a fuss she makes, Marty's reactions only infuriate her more. It doesn't sound like they're getting along very well. You'd think so, but based on our evaluations of their combat styles, they are in fact the perfect match. Yes, it would not be wise to partner them up with other students. We have to find a way to improve their teamwork. Considering how dire things have gotten, I think we need to take a special measure. Special measures, you say? Follow Misato and Masiana into the classroom. Is everyone here? Yeah. Ayin crosses her arms and looks bored while Ray stares blankly ahead. Yes. Rai looks uncomfortable for unknown reason while Asuka glares at her intensely. We are both here. I can speak for myself, thank you. Adi is teasing Rai, who is already getting all worked up. It's exactly as Marciana and Misato said. They don't see eye to eye with each other. Right, they don't seem close at all. Indeed. That's good. Now that everyone is here, I'm going to give you all a special assignment. A special assignment? Asuka, zwei. Rei, ein. Ari, drei. You all will split into the following two-person teams. Two-person teams? Yes. Just like the mission we conducted on the surface before. Nerve will break through the anti-fields with their gunfire. Then the school circle squad will open fire on the opening in order to take down the Rapture. That is your new assignment. And why on earth do we have to pair up like this? Asuka, please. I'm perfectly capable of attacking on my own. You know that as well as I do. But when attacking together be even more effective. The last time was the first time any of us had laid eyes on a Rapture. We didn't know what to do back then, so we needed your help. That's not the case anymore. Breaking through the anti-field ourselves and firing straight through would be the most effective method. Okay, but for the time being, we should listen to what the teachers are telling us. Rai is right, Asuka. This is an assignment we're giving you, so for now, I want you to. I don't want to do this either. How can I team up with someone as quiet as her? What about you, Rei? Are you up for this? Sure. Now of all time you decide to pipe up? I'm not into this either. Why not? I just don't want to. Wow, that's harsh. How can you say that you hate someone to their face like that? That's true, but... So that means you'll team up with me? No. I don't want to, and I don't care how harsh it sounds. So tell me, why not? Because I don't want to team up with you. Even if you don't want to, you don't have a choice. This is an order. We're running out of time. I'll see you once your assignment is completed. This the best way to handle the situation? I'd like to believe it is. Right. Once we face this head on, something's bound to happen. They'll either get closer, or end up as enemies. I can't believe this.
Asuka paces around the simulation room.
Asuka, why don't you sit down so we can discuss this?
Asuka sits down. Well, she did listen to that.
You know I'm right. If my body is emitting a wavelength that negates those anti-fields, I might as well blast through them with my shots and take them down right away. It's the quickest and most efficient way after all.
Instead, all this rigmarole just makes it... well, it just makes it impossible to tell if I've even removed the anti-field. And wouldn't that just make everything more difficult? I understand what you're trying to say. But if there's a situation when a group of raptors approach us, wouldn't it be impossible for you to handle that many of them by yourself? What are you talking about? If you were going it solo, you wouldn't be able to handle that many raptors at once. You really think I couldn't handle a large group of those things?
Asuka abruptly stands up.
Activate the simulation room. I'll show you what I can do. Huh? Your concerns are understandable. So I'm going to prove to you what I'm capable of. I'll defeat every single rapture that comes at me with my bare hands. Then will you believe me? Hold on, aren't you going a bit overboard here? Not at all. Hurry, and let's start. Or do you simply find it unbelievable that I'm that superior? It's not that. Then stop blabbering and get ready.
Asuka grabs her weapon. Why are you grabbing your weapon? Aren't you supposed to be doing this barehanded?
I'm ready. Okay.
Bai approaches the control console in the simulation room.
Activating now. Great, let's do this.
Oh, what happened, Asuka? Did you lose?
You failed. I know that, you don't have to keep saying it. I may not have defeated them all, but I got most of them. Right. You were incredible. What? I can't believe that you've only been going up against raptors for a short while. Your ingenuity and skill in combat have improved by leaps and bounds, compared to when you first arrived. And now you're laying it on thick, you don't have to pity me. I failed and that's that. Asuka, have you trained in a simulation room before? Why ask such an obvious question? If you've learned something, it's obvious you should practice it, right? So you've been making an effort to improve yourself. What are you going on about? If you want to excel, you obviously have to put in effort. I don't know how you see me, but I'm not so arrogant to expect things to go my way without lifting a finger. Sorry. I guess I did have the wrong impression of you. I thought you were only driven by competitiveness. What? But that's not it. You've worked hard and have a good head on your shoulders. Listen, either criticize me or praise me. Pick one. Would you like to try again? And do what again?
Nice screenwriter.
The simulation room. I've got your back. This time you'll be able to defeat them all. And can you do it? Sure. I remember your movement in the last battle. You memorize how I move. And not down to the last detail, but that's something I'll continue working on. So just do whatever you want. I'll do my best to support you. And keep the approaching raptures at bay, so that you can neutralize their anti-fields and defeat them by yourself. And that's how we can work together. Are you okay with that? Sure. I doubt the teachers expect us to employ conventional methods. You really don't have any filter, do you? I didn't have you pegged as that type. I didn't offend you, did I? Not at all. I kinda like it. Alright. Let's practice this plan you mentioned. Sure, I'll activate the simulation room. Let's do it.
Bai and Asuka trained late into the night and finally...
This is the last one, Asuka. Eat this.
They did it!
We did it, Asuka. We did it. You defeated them all. Finally.
And so Asuka and Vi team completes their assignment. And here's these two. Ayn gets up from her seat and starts pacing around the classroom.
How am I supposed to team up with someone who doesn't even talk?
Ray. I wish I knew how to pronounce her name. And stares at Ayn intently.
This is too much, teacher. And when we're out on the field, well, we'll be surrounded by raptors. How are we supposed to work together if we can't even talk to each other? Get to the front line and shoot. Oh, right. I guess we could do that. But what if multiple raptors approach us from the front? And then start from the left. Okay, you're right, I guess. If we continue making rules like this. Eh?
Ayn stares at Ray.
What if they sneak up from behind? And then whoever spots them first shoots. I can't believe this. Are you actually replying to all of my questions?
Ray stares at Ayn intently.
Right. When I was asking what to do if multiple raptors come from the front, did you actually respond? Yes. So you haven't been ignoring me this whole time?
Oh, she's not ignoring you, she just doesn't talk much.
I'm assuming. I'm listening. I see. I thought you weren't listening to me. Oh. It's not that you're uncommunicative. You're just a woman of few words. Oh man. And this changes everything. I can just consider you a quieter version of Zwei.
Essentially speaking, yes.
This is great. This is doable. Very doable.
Ayn drags a chair and sits beside Ray.
Do you remember everything that I said before? The answers you gave me when I was asking about the raptors coming at us from different directions. Yes. Can we try that again? What do we do when multiple raptors approach us? Head to the front. And what if there are multiple raptors coming from the front? Head to the left. And if they sneak behind us, the first of us to see them will gun them down. If I suffer a critical injury, remain in position and report to the commander. If you suffer a critical injury, get under cover and report to the commander. Wow, it's working. You remember all of it. Yes. Geez, there I was wasting my time when it was this easy all along. I'm sorry. For what? I misread you. I'm sorry for accusing you of never talking.
Ray tilts her head.
It's okay though. Everything worked out. Now, should we go practice what we talked about? Sure. Good. Let's head to the stimulation room. Okay.
A few hours later. You did it.
A simulation complete. We cleared it. Was it really that easy? Because we followed our plan. That's true, but, I guess we make a better team than I thought.
Ray tilts her head. With that, Ray and Ayn successfully team up.
What have we got in the vending machine? Chocolate milk. Oh, okay. Thanks for making that easy for me. Here you go.
Buddy takes the chocolate milk from the vending machine and hands it to Ray.
Just so you know, just because I'm accepting this doesn't mean I'm agreeing to doing this dumb assignment with you. Okay.
Ray takes the carton of chocolate milk. It inserts the straw.
This is the best stuff this vending machine has to offer.
Yeah, chocolate milk is the best, isn't it?
Really? I'm glad you like it. I just like the chocolate. That's all. I don't think any of this means I'm happy to have to do this with you. And why don't you want to team up with me? That's... Come on, I even bought you your favorite drink. And don't tell me it's already over before I even get to hear an explanation. It's because you're acting like such a weasel. You never listen to me, and you never let me do what I want to do. Me? I won't let you do what you want. No.
Rai takes the Narus and hugs them tightly.
I like letting Narus fly wherever they want. Now, not only do I have the restrictions, but I've got to watch out for people shooting them down. It's a huge headache. I like being able to do as I please, and I get frustrated when I can't. Why do you mean? What do you mean you can't do as you please? You can do whatever you want to do. I'm sure we'll make a good team. We will. Sure. And would it work if I shoot at whichever opponent that you were thinking of shooting? That could work, but... There you go. Then problem solved. How do you know which target I'll want to shoot? And what if I spray bullets everywhere? I'll be firing off shots all willy-nilly. Do you think you can still do it? Oh? That actually sounds like more fun. You can fire away. Really? Yes, really.
Rai glares intently at Mari.
Why are you staring at me like that? Really? I can do it. You can at least trust me that much. Okay, fine. But why? Why are you doing all of this in the first place? What do you mean? Aren't we supposed to be partners? Maybe you're not such a bad person after all. How about we go practice all the stuff we talked about? Right now? Yeah, right now. If we do that, don't you think you'll trust me more? I guess so, but... Okay, fine. And since you got me this chocolate mix, I'll go along with it. Alright, let's go.
After a few hours.
What are you? How did you not do that? What do you mean? How did you know which raptor I was going to shoot? What? Did you not like that? Not at all. Then feel free to cut loose. If you don't, I'll just have to do whatever I please. Now wait.
Oh? Mari and Rai officially become a successful team.
I heard. Asuka will neutralize the anti-field and take down the raptors, while Rai will attempt to keep them at bay and prevent them from swarming. That way Asuka will be able to focus entirely on taking down the raptors near her.
Sounds like something Asuka would be into.
As for Ray and Ayn, they have set their own rules. They've worked out which raptors they want to defeat according to a set priority list.
Sounds like they're doing well communicating with each other.
Seems so. From Mari and Rai.
What's wrong?
In order for Rai to attack whichever target she wants, they decided that Mari would preemptively attack whichever target Rai had her eyes on.
Not even possible.
We've tested it numerous times in the simulation room, and surprisingly, the results show that it's a perfectly viable strategy.
Amazing.
Ray and Ayan's strategy is the only one that sounds somewhat plausible. But I don't think we have anything to worry about. It seems everyone has worked out their own unique strategies.
Even though they didn't get along so well initially, they somehow managed to pull it off.
Yeah, by letting them come up with their own ways to work together, they became closer than before.
That's a big relief.
Now that the biggest problem we had is resolved, we trained them according to the strategies they all prepared. Sorry, that's headquarters calling. I should take this.
Marciana answers the phone.
Yes, this is Marciana. Sorry.
from the massive object. Yes, okay. We'll get ready.
What's going on?
It's an emergency. Strange movements from the massive object has been observed.
Following the urgent call, Marciana ushers everyone into the briefing room.
Is something wrong? Miss Marciana. Miss Saito, did something happen up on the surface?
Yes, something cropped up. Alright, I'm going to start the briefing. I just received an urgent call from headquarters telling me that strange movements on the surface have been observed. Till now, the Ultra Beam has been the only naked act of aggression from the entity. It also summoned raptors wrapped in anti-field for defensive purposes. Other than that, no other movements were detected. While everyone has been training here, we have continued our offensive against the massive object. No matter what damage we inflicted upon it, it exhibited no change in its patterns. However, it just began to exhibit irregular movement. It abruptly launched 3 separate units, which headquarters has identified as bunker busters.
Bunker busters?
Yes, we calculated their trajectories, and their intended target is the Ark. The fact that you're telling us it can only mean one thing. They're most likely cloaked in anti-field. Yes, that's right, I knew it. That thing is spreading anti-field everywhere. So, you have to intercept them before they reach the area near the Ark.
Will we be moving together like last time?
No. The distance between each bunker buster is too great, so that's not a viable option. You must all individually employ the strategies you prepared. Each team will handle 1 bunker buster. 1 per team. Feels to me like we're spreading ourselves awfully thin. For this operation, each team will be escorted by an additional Nikke squad for protection. That's a load off.
Looks like we'll be back on the battlefield sooner than expected.
Because we have no other choice. And what are you all acting so mopey for? The stupid masses cannot handle the job, so they're calling in the elites, i.e. me. And that's how things should be. That's right. It's something that needs to be done. That's right. This is a chance for us to put our strategies to the test. Personally, I think it sounds fun. Isn't that right, Try? Yeah, we've been practicing a whole bunch for this. And others say they are confident too. So we should be able to do it. It's not like we have much of a choice anyway. Even as we speak, the bunker buses are falling. That's right. We should get going then. Ray and I have been practicing a whole bunch, so we'll be able to manage. Isn't that right? Yeah. You're saying you can do it, right?
Ray nods her head.
You see, I'm feeling confident. You're also impressive.
Good, then get ready, everyone. Let's go up to the surface. In front of the surface elevator, all of us have gone up to the surface together. Artis, Absolute, Cafe Sfiti, and Counter.
Hello, Commander.
Looks like they invited everyone.
Yes, since it's an emergency.
I guess you're right.
All the renowned fighting squads are here in one place.
I love that, she says that we're a renowned squad. It's so great. Gonna get even more renowned in the future if I actually, do the main story. I can see more of what's going on. It's, I think, 32 or 33. Or 33, 34? I don't remember. It's been a while.
Zwei. Is it just me, or does it feel like we don't deserve to be here? You're right. I'm so nervous. We don't have much time. I'll quickly go over the operation. Absolute, Matis, and Cafe Sweetie. We'll be escorting School Circle and Nerve to the emission area. Once they arrive, they will set up a perimeter and cover them until the operation is complete.
Misato looks at the members in School Circle Squad.
It's just like Marciana mentioned back at the school. You'll move quickly to the operation area and with the help of Nikke squads, and then intercept the bunker busters using the strategy to practice. All those Nikkes over there, the ones who will be escorting us.
That's right.
Misato, Commander, and I will set up here and monitor the situation, providing guidance and instruction for all 3 teams. The counter squad will guard this location. Roger. And leave it to us. You can trust me, Master. A weakling. And who do we escort?
Absolute will be going with Ray and I.
Roger. I'm looking forward to working with you. Hi.
Matisse will take Oscar and Zvi.
Have no fear. Your hero is here. And don't worry, you've got the villain in your corner.
Oh god.
Can't you two at least try to act normal for a while?
No, if they act normal, then you should be worried. Something might be very wrong with them at that point. Happy Sweetie, you'll be escorting Buddy and Red. Bye.
Roger. Got it. We better get well compensated for this. How do you intend on taking us there? Do you have military vehicles, perhaps? Oh no. Our hero doesn't need anything like that. All I need is a window. Our legs do just fine for running headlong towards justice. What? We're going on foot. I knew it. So what's the point of you all tagging along? We could go on foot on our own. Like we said, we're acting as escorts. Going together will allow us to get through the part of the surface which are covered in rapture. We don't have any time to waste. Everyone, hurry and get into position. Let's go, heroes. Full speed ahead. Whoa, what the? I don't want to run. I can't lose. Wait for me. See you all later.
Matisse takes off running with Oscar and Zvi in tow.
Wow, they really took off. We better get going too. Okay. See you, Commander. We'll be back.
Absolute takes off with Ray and I.
Get on. I'll take you there. Oh, a motorcycle. So we don't have to walk. That's right. This is much faster. And now this is more like it. The rest of you will have to hoof it, though. I knew you'd say that. Unfair.
Sugar peels off on her motorcycle, carrying Rai and Mary with her. Mighty.
Let's hurry after them. I don't like running.
Beam and Milk run after Sugar and the others.
Commander, Misato, we should get going as well.
All right.
Let's go. This is Absolute. We've arrived at the location. Location confirmed. Proceed with interception and defense. Roger. Oh, we actually ran all the way out here. Both of you, keep your attention focused on that bunker buster. We'll take care of these guys.
Ground-type raptors start to approach.
And what the? Where did those things come from? Stay calm. Once you start messing around with that bunker buster, more will come. Don't worry about them. That's why we're here. And just like Unhwa said, take care of the bunker buster. You can do it. And we'll try our best. Right.
Absolute heads out to fend off the approaching rapture.
Oh.
Ray now notices the bunker buster falling from the sky. It's surrounded by air-type raptors which seem to be protecting it.
That's our target. I'm already feeling overwhelmed, alright. Ray, let's start from the front. Yeah. A heroic arrival! Location confirmed. Proceed with interception and defense. What would have made the scene even better is if we heard glass break because she arrived by jumping through an abandoned building's window. That would have made me laugh instantly. Alright. I ran too much. Still, we got here quickly thanks to you. Much appreciated. And no need to thank me. That's merely what we do. A hero in training and a hero from another world.
Lapis bows her head.
Please take care of the bunker buster. Unfortunately, we are powerless against it at the moment. You. In exchange, we will protect our lives if need be. And none of these villains will be able to lay a finger on you. You must protect the Ark from these dastardly villains' plan. And don't you worry about us. There's no way we'll fail, is that right, Spy? And we'll try our best. I'm glad to hear it. Very reassuring.
Ground-type raptors start to approach.
Lapis, they're coming. Stop pestering those two and come do your job. Oh dear, okay. And no more interference then. Heroic deployment.
Please let me hear glass breaking.
Oh, no you don't. A villainous deployment. And no matter how overwhelming it may feel, just keep your head down and do your best.
Okay, come on, fine. I guess it's more of a serious tone, but still, it would have been so great if she at least busted through one window. She's not Lapis if she doesn't bust through a window, man. Mati's squad moves out to fend off the approaching raptors.
Oh, okay.
Asuka looks up at the bunker buster plummeting from the sky.
Let's do this. I've got your back.
Okay?
Right.
Good job. Proceed with interception and defense.
Roger. Thanks for the ride. Yeah, thanks. No problem. Finally. We caught up.
Milk and Freema arrived, panting heavily.
So tired. Me too. No need to thank me.
Giga points at a bunker buster falling from the sky.
If you don't mind, you take care of that. And we not be able to take care of the airborne ones near the bunker buster itself. But we'll be able to hold off the ones that will be attracted by the noise you're about to make. We are counting on you, kiddos.
Ground-type raptors start to approach.
Start talking. But I'm complimenting them. Go. Alright, see you later.
Dreamer and Sugar leave to fend off the approaching rapture.
Hey, wait for me, you rascals.
Milk follows them.
And now then, what do you say we blow up this here bunker buster? Oh. Can we really do this? You bet we can. You're right, we can do this. Let's go Naru. That thing won't fall so long as we have anything to say about it.
Rai launches Naru 1.
Okay. Let's do this. Encounter. These raptures just keep coming. We haven't even been able to get close to the bunker buster. 3 minutes remaining until the bunker buster reaches the surface. We are running out of time. Damn. Atsuka, I'll push back all the raptures at once. You go ahead and focus your firepower entirely at the bunker buster. Okay. Here we go.
As soon as Vi fires a series of overcharged electric rounds towards the raptors, they are all pushed back from the bunker buster.
Now.
Asuka starts to fire her weapon towards the falling bunker buster.
Ah!
Asuka's bullets pierced through the bunker buster's anti-field, and finally, the bunker buster is perforated. Okay, god dang it. Okay, so if I said this, people would literally die. But for every second bunker buster that we end up saying during this, take a drink or something of something. Like, we're saying bunker buster so many freaking times, man. I thought I just said it again. Oh no.
Interception confirmed. And we did it. And we really did it. All we've got to do now is deal with the remaining raptures, and there's no time limit anymore. It sounds good. Let's make quick work of these punks. You got it. 3 minutes for meeting until the bunker buster reaches the surface. Already? There are still so many raptors left. From the front. What? From the front. From the left. Remember what I said. We have to take them down one by one. You're right. You did.
Ayn slaps herself in the face with both hands.
This is no time to be scared. I can't be afraid of death now. Let's go from the front again. With more speed this time. Roger.
Ayn and Ray began to swiftly shoot down the raptors then.
I can see the bunker buster.
Ray.
Anti-field.
Ray shots make a hole in the anti-field.
Deactivation complete. A follow-up shot. Eat this.
Ayn's near feather fires a beam of light.
And now it's done for. All clear. Bunker buster intercepted. Oh, I thought I was gonna die for sure. There are still raptures remaining. Oh, right. Get lost, all of you. I will go from the front again. Okay, let's wrap this up and head back. And what should we do? This place is crawling with raptures. There are only 3 minutes left. What do you mean? Things are starting to get fun around here. Is this your idea of fun? Right. What? Do you want to make a bet? A bet? What are you talking about? Let's see who can shoot more of these things. Huh? Whoever downs the most gets to eat all of Naru's chocolate. What? Alright, you're on. Wait, I didn't agree to anything. Start.
Marty starts firing her weapon at the raptors ahead.
I never agreed to anything.
Rai desperately follows Marty, shooting all the while. If anything, she was trying to distract her.
I found an opening.
Marty aims at the bunker buster, which is now visible through the group of raptors. In fire.
No. All that chocolate. Gone.
Rai follows close behind, also firing at the bunker buster, and finally,
it exploded. All clear. All bunker busters intercepted. A good job, everyone. Now you will just have to focus on dispatching the remaining rapture. That's music to my ears. Excellent. No, not excellent. I can't lose that bet. Oh, you're a spunky one. Alright then, let's have some more fun. The teacher, we're here. It's so great to see that everyone made it.
welcome.
Good job, you two, Ayn. I really thought I was gonna buy the farm out there. I darn you lost all of Naru's chocolate. Come again. And what are you all so excited for? It was just one small operation. Let's hurry back. Right. Good job, everyone. The bunkbusters and raptors surrounding them have all been eliminated. Artie's Absolute and Cafe Speed here, the way back. I'm glad everything worked out.
Well then, we should head back to the school. Oh boy.
Huh? That sound? Why on earth?
What's wrong? Is it firing its beam earlier than it did before?
The massive object. It's recharging.
Nani?
How the? There's supposed to still be time left until the next Ultra Beam.
Incoming. Everyone, get down. Almost immediately after everyone drops to the ground, a massive beam shoots out and heads straight towards the Ark, scraping the surface along the way. Well, now we're literally on the clock. We have what? One beam left before it'll strike the Ark?
And what's going on? Why was the Ultra Beam fired? There should still be time left. I don't know. It fired sooner than we expected. I'll contact headquarters.
Please do.
Teacher, is that the Ark?
Oh boy.
So this is the Ultra Beam. Oh no, the Ark.
Looking off in the distance, on a section of the surface carved out by the Ultra Beam, steel beams which form the surface of the Ark are showing. There's no time left. We literally have to do this. There's no more time to practice, no more nothing. We have to do this, otherwise the Ark's gonna get destroyed. A few days after the bunker buster interception operation, everything has been proceeding smoothly. Since the bunker buster operation, everyone seems to have gotten quite close, and their sense of teamwork is improving. Without any active fighting going on, everyone is getting along well with their respective partners. Their strategies have also improved markedly since the last operation. Seems like everyone is working hard.
Yeah, that they are. They are excellent students.
At this rate, we should be good to go when the main offensive begins. Indeed, we even discussed it and everyone is in agreement. We might even be able to move up the date of deployment. Didn't we need to move up the date anyways because it just fired the beam earlier than it should have? Things are going that well. Yes, perhaps it's due to the fact that they've now undergone a real operation. But they are showing a growth that is incomparable to before. It's remarkable what they've achieved in such a short time.
I told you that it would be the case.
The higher-ups are pressuring us to take down the massive object before it fires its Ultra Beam a third time. The fact that the beam was fired earlier than we expected during the last operation, even if only by a few hours, has them spooked. Guess it was only a few hours. Even though, according to our schedule, the next shot should be in a few days. They want us to prepare as much as we can and be ready before anything unexpected happens again. Okay, it seems like we're on top of things. Let's stay level-headed as we're preparing for this.
I agree wholeheartedly. As do I. Alright, that concludes the meeting. Let's all go grab a beer, it's been ages.
Oh, that's my phone. Marciana looks at her phone. It's marked urgent. This is Marciana. What? The school circle squad has disappeared.
Nani?
What? Okay, we'll look for them as well.
Oh, what's going on?
The entire school circle squad is nowhere to be seen. Yes, and no one can find Ainz via Rai. What about Oscar, Ray, and Marty? They're all still at the school.
Oh, we have to go find them. I'll check the dorms.
You two look around the school. Roger. Got it.
Let's split up.
Marciana and I start to walk around the school. Eventually we find Oscar and Ray in one of this classroom.
Are you looking for Zwei?
Yeah, do you know where she is?
I can't say I do. Other than the times when we arrange to practice together. We don't really pay close attention to what the other one is doing.
I see.
What about you, Ray? Do you know where Ayn could have gone? Or have you heard anything?
I don't know.
When was the last time you saw her?
Yesterday evening during practice. She headed to the dorm straight away after. That's all.
Me too.
That's when I last saw her.
I see.
What's wrong? Did something happen to them?
Ayn, Vi, and Vi have all disappeared.
What?
They're not in their dorms. And they didn't show up to any of their classes.
I didn't see any of them in the morning. I figured they just had a different schedule than us. I guess not.
Alright, for the time being, if Vi or Ayn attempt to contact you, be sure to let us know.
Okay. Sure. When was the last time I saw Vi? Probably last evening when she was heading back to the dorms after training.
I see.
Why, is something wrong?
Vi has disappeared.
Just her?
Ayn and Vi as well.
I see. Disappeared. They have been acting awfully strange the past few days.
What do you mean?
Ever since we came back from the bunker buster mission. How should I say? They seemed a bit on edge.
On edge?
Yeah, as if they were scared of something. Of what exactly, I'm not sure. But ever since we came back from the surface, it's just as if they've been looking over their shoulders the entire time.
After parting ways with Marty, we search every possible hiding spot with the school that Ray might be at, but she's not here either. How about on Misato's side? No trace of them in the dormitory either. Where in the world did they go? We should check their favorite hangout spot, like in the cafe, in front of the school, or the downtown area of the Ark. Sure, let's go. However, no matter where we look, the cafe in front of the school that Rai frequently visits, the movie theater where Ayn is often spotted, the downtown streets of the Ark, or the library where Vi hangs out incessantly, the three of them are nowhere to be found. We've searched high and low in the places they usually frequent, but haven't seen a trace of them. Indeed, the only place that could possibly be left would be the outpost. I've asked Rapi to check out that area. She should be contacting us soon. Alright, good. Speaking of, it's her. Commander, how'd it go? Are they at the outpost? No, I don't think we missed them either.
I asked the others, and there's no record of the elevator being used. I also asked around the outpost and no one remembers seeing them. I don't think they came up here in the first place.
Thanks for checking. If we turn up anything, I'll contact you straight away. Please do. It doesn't seem like they're at the outpost either. I see. It makes sense if they had gone there. I'm sure someone would have contacted you immediately. Then that means they must still be inside the Ark. After an operation up on the surface, where would Rai go if she was frightened? It wouldn't be the outpost or the school. It'd be somewhere in the Ark, somewhere they wouldn't be found so easily. Wouldn't be found so easily. Have you come up with something? Yes. The elevator. I mean, that's kind of true. Unless you're going up to the surface for a mission, no one would go to the elevator. The elevator? I think they might be inside the elevator leading up to the surface. Given the current state of things, no one would dream of taking the elevator up to the surface. Unless there were express orders to do so. Let's go. Outskirts of the Ark in front of the elevator.
Yeah, they're all here. Is it okay for us to run away like this? Our teachers must be worried sick about us. I don't know. But if we stay, then we might really need to go fight. You think so? They said that preparations were well underway for some sort of master offensive. That means we'd almost certainly be going up against that horrifying thing either today or tomorrow. Right, but I didn't realize how terrifying that creature was. At worst, I thought we would be dealing with something like a Tyrant-class rapture. But when we went up to intercept those bunker busters, I realized something. The beam from that thing can scorch the surface itself.
Yeah, meaning, if it hits you, you're instantly gone. Your Thanos snapped out of existence.
And is powerful enough to expose the steel framework of the Ark's roof. You're right. I had no idea how formidable that thing was either.
Huh, me neither.
So, what do we do now?
We can hide out in this elevator for a while.
But we are still technically inside the Ark, so someone will find us eventually if they look hard enough.
And do you think we're capable of going up against whatever that thing is again?
I don't know. I don't think I can.
Me neither. If I'm being honest. At first, I thought dying wouldn't be so bad. After all, it wouldn't be that much different from getting knocked off during the school exam. But now that I think about it, it's not like that at all. That thing wouldn't kill us just us, it'd decimate the entire Ark. It's kinda strange when you think about it. We've risked our lives countless times going up against raptures, but I never saw them as insurmountable, you know. But I don't think I can do this. If I make a mistake, it's not just my life on the line, but everyone in the entire Ark. The owners of our favorite cafes and clothing stores. The theater employees who are always so nice to us when we buy movie tickets. The bustling crowds downtown. The people in Rushai, Rupi, all the students and faculty at the school, everyone. And me? They'll all die because of me. It's this unbearable weight on me, suffocating me. I'm so scared, you guys. What can I possibly do at a time like this?
I don't know either. They said if we practiced harder, we wouldn't be so nervous. That this fear, while it may not go away, would at least subside somewhat. But it hasn't. I keep thinking about all the things I saw on that day. I keep imagining the worst case scenario, where the operation fails. The massive object fires its ultra beam again, annihilating the Ark and everyone in it. All of humanity would be wiped out. If we fail, that's exactly what will happen. Everything will be destroyed, countless people will perish.
Yes, and if you run away and leave, and we can't do the operation, everything that you're scared about will happen anyways. It's better to try and fail than to not try at all and still fail. Even worse.
I can't take it. It's too much. The fear of having to save everyone. The fear of failing. I just want to think about me and my friends. No. I don't want to. I'm scared. I'd rather take the final exams 1,000 times over than go through this. I don't want to think about this anymore. I don't want to be scared anymore. I just wish someone else would do it for us.
Honestly though, how come it's us? And why do we have to do this?
Perhaps because we're students at MMR Vocational School. Our grades aren't terrible either. It doesn't make any sense. We're still students. We haven't even graduated. We're not even in the senior class, for crying out loud. We're too young to have the entire future of the Ark rest on our shoulders. It's absurd. Those elite squads we saw, on the other hand, can do it. Yes, but if you think about it, technically, all of the other young girls that have been forced into becoming Nikkes a lot earlier than you have were also forced into this predicament and were forced to do it. They didn't have a choice. Whereas
You technically have some form of choice now, but still not as much. But you do to an extent, because there's so many Nikkes now that have actually, made names for themselves. But eventually, they will also where they are right now.
They are much better than us. They're fighting machines. Why can't we leave it to them? They are clearly more qualified for the job. I was thinking that too. But can we really give up like this? I don't think we can. I heard the deputy chiefs and the director already know that we've been assigned to this mission. Despite our misgivings, none of us want to carry out an operation when so many lives depend on it.
Ein, drei, zwei.
Found you!
The teacher!
We finally found you. So this is where you all were hiding. Come on, let's hurry back. Everyone's been terribly worried about you.
Do we have to? This operation scares us. We can't do it.
Right. Let's head back. We can talk about it later.
I don't want to go back. Me neither. If we go back, we'll be forced to partake in this operation. And we don't want to. Where's all this resistance coming from?
Haven't you all been doing well so far? You've been training hard, and after the bunker buster operation, your rapport with the others have been improving steadily. Has something happened?
The reason we trained hard is because we had to occupy ourselves to help us forget.
Forget what?
You both saw it too. What the massive object did. It destroyed the surface in the Ark's roof.
You mean the Ultra Beam?
Yes. That scared the living daylights out of us. What if we fail? What if we haven't practiced enough? If we get nervous? If we don't coordinate well with our teammates?
Yes, but here's the thing. I'm also a human. As far as we know. I could be the first ever male Nikke that just has amnesia and that nobody ever actually fully knows what exactly we are. There's a lot of ifs, ands, or buts about what we actually are. We could still be human to an extent, but the fact that we have no memories leads us to believe that there's plenty of things that could actually be, having done to us or what we actually are. I can't fight. Technically, that beam would literally incinerate me. Can't fight, can't do anything. Yet I'm still going. I mean, I'm essentially useless. Other than, coordinating their attacks and telling everyone what they can and cannot do, and where they should and should fight. Should and should not fight. Other than that, I'm useless. I still have to go. Think I want to? No.
If the operation scares us too much until we can't think straight, whatever the reason, if we fail, the entire Ark will be destroyed. Zwei. Please, Miss Marciana, can't we sit this one out? We're not that important. We're just low-level Nikkes helping some people from another world. Nothing more. That's not true. Come on, we all know the truth. They don't need us to break through the entire field. So how vital are we really to this operation? She's right. We think there are plenty of other people who could replace us. Your job is not something just anyone can do. In fact, you all are the only ones for the job. You all are.
Up. It's moving!
It had an earthquake. Everyone, stick close to me.
With an earth-shattering tremble, the Ark is plunged into darkness.
The electricity is back. I can't believe we had a blackout. Was that an earthquake just now? I think so. Is everyone safe?
We're fine. How about you?
Things got a bit chaotic due to that tremor and resulting blackout. But everything's fine now. How's your search going?
We found them.
That's a relief.
All that shaking, was that due to the massive object moving?
Yes. Apparently it fired another Ultra Beam.
Already? That shouldn't have happened for another couple of days.
Apparently it has accelerated its schedule. We'll need to move faster than originally anticipated.
Alright. We'll return to the school as soon as we can.
We'll be ready for you.
Let's get out of here. We need to get back to the school.
Miss Marciana, we
can talk later, but now we have to concentrate on getting back. We have no idea when another earthquake might occur, and it's far too dangerous to be waiting in front of the elevator.
All right.
Emergency alert! Emergency alert! All citizens, please proceed to the designated shelters immediately.
Everyone, remain calm and proceed in an orderly fashion. The shelter number 3 is this way. Check the text you've received to see the shelter number you've been assigned to.
I love the fact that you... Can you even tell which numbers are which, Cutie?
The streets, everyone. It seems an evacuation order has been issued. Apparently.
As I gaze at the downtown area, the ringing of alarms and evacuation announcements echo throughout the streets. The terrified citizens of the Ark are hastily making their way to shelters under the guidance of the HPU and other Nikkes.
You know, I realize this may seem inconceivable, but it seems like the Ark is really gonna be in for a beating. Everyone is scared out of their minds.
Yeah, you girls are not the only ones who are scared, you know. I mean, yes, you have to be the ones to fight, but you're still not the only ones.
Well, the citizens in the Nikke is guiding them. Now what should we do? Is something bad going to happen?
Most likely. If the Ark sustains another hit from that Ultra Beam, it will be true pandemonium. No, that's not right. There may be no chaos to speak of because the Ark will be utterly vaporized. Marciana! You asked why you all were chosen for this mission. At first, yes, you were chosen by happenstance. The Nerve members needed military training. That just so happened to be carried out at our school. That's why you were initially chosen for this assignment. At the time, we could have gone without anyone else. But that's not the case anymore. You've studied and fought together with them, became comrades in arms and formulated strategies together. And now you all have become irreplaceable assets to this mission. I'm not saying this to make you feel good. You've proven your worth beyond a shadow of a doubt.
We have.
Yes, don't you remember the bunker buster operation?
That's only because everyone else helped us.
But you were the ones who ultimately took down those bunker busters. That was only possible because of the hard work you've put into working together with the Nerve members. Had it not been for you and the resounding success of that mission, the Ark would be in even more dire straits than it is now. Instead of strategizing and formulating an offensive against a massive object, we would be desperately figuring out how to get to civilians outside of the Ark.
Miss Marciana.
That's why we need you now. You've come so far in such a short span of time, and we need you to fight once more. To protect the Ark, to save the lives of its citizens. We need you to stand against this threat to protect humanity's future.
But we're scared. What if everything goes wrong? What if everyone dies because of us?
Everyone will die if you don't do it. So...
That's why we were running away before.
I know. It's a terrifying thing. It's not just your life that you're protecting, but everyone else's as well. It is an unfathomably heavy burden, enough to make you want to run away from it. But running away won't change anything. And you know that. No matter how much you try to ignore the problem, the massive object will continue to target the Ark. We're running out of time.
I understand what you are trying to say, Miss Marciana. Whether we run or not doesn't change the reality of this situation. We'll be faced with this heavy burden either way. But say we don't run away, that we stay and fight. But what if we fail? What if we fail you? That won't happen, because we're going to put our lives on the line out as well. What? We will risk our lives to ensure you succeed in your mission. The human teacher? Not just us, everyone. All the other Nikkes in the Ark, including me. We'll do everything we can to protect you, so that you can defeat the massive object.
No one will blame you. Me, us, and everyone else will fight together with all of our strength. We're going to beat this thing, I assure you.
Everyone together. We'll fight with all of our strength. And we're sure to win.
So let's go back together. Zwei, Ida, and Vi look down at the downtown area. In front of their favorite clothing store, they see lines of frightened people waiting to go into the shelter. In front of their favorite library, people move about anxiously, taking books to the store in the nearest shelter. Others hurriedly close the doors of the students' favorite cafe, rushing towards the shelter in a panic.
And we'll go. Although we're scared, we know that you'll be fighting along with us. And so we'll try again.
Thank you, Rai.
I don't know. I guess either way, it's not like we're gonna die alone. If we're gonna bite the dust, we might as well try to accomplish something before we do.
That's a good mindset.
I'll try too. We're sure to win. Isn't that right?
That's right.
Thank you all for doing this. I know it's a big decision. Alright, let's all head back together. Everyone is probably waiting for us. Alright. You're back. We're sorry. I'm sorry, Miss Misato. I'm sorry to have worried you. It's all good. We all have days when we want to skip school. Thank you for understanding. Hey, and why the hell are you so late? Sorry, Asuka. And what are you so down in the dumps for? And turn that frown upside down and get ready. We've got an operation to take part in. Thank you. There's nothing to be sorry about, and you don't have to thank me. So quit babbling and get a move on. I gotcha. Hi, Ray. Hey. Sorry for being late. Why? What do you mean? You're not late. The operation hasn't started yet. Thank you. And then nothing. Let's hurry and get ready. Okay. Money. What? So... What's gotten into you? What are you so flustered for? Aren't you going to get mad? Why would I be mad? Did something happen? Things. Any chance I can have some of Naru's chocolate? Never. Okay, fine. Let's get ready. Alright. Is everyone ready? Ready. I'm ready too. All preparations complete. All set here. Same here. And now you see they are all done preparing. Good. Let's go and take this thing down. Alright.
Let's go, everyone. On the surface near the massive object.
Wow, they really went all out on this operation. They brought out all the latest weapons. It certainly seems so. And there are so many Nikkes as well. This is fun. It really feels like we're going all out, doesn't it? And not that it matters. I'm sure the important bits will be left up to me anyway. Teacher, that thing is huge.
I'm gonna let this one pass because it's Rai that's saying it. If this was anyone else that was saying it, I literally would I would literally attack what was just said if this was anyone but Rai saying it. Just saying that right now.
And what is it?
What?
I glance in the direction Rai is pointing at, and see a colossal cannon positioned in the center of the front line, aimed directly at the massive object. Presumably for protection, temporary barriers have been placed around it, and it is flanked by numerous mass-produced Nikkes.
And look at all those Nikkes guarding it. But whatever it is, it must be important.
That's right. That is a particle cannon designed to combat this creature. It was co-developed by Misceles and Elysian.
You mean they actually work together?
I know it's hard to believe, but it's true. The fact two professional rivals collaborated shows just how much danger the Ark is in. I guess it does make sense.
How can they even move that beast? Excuse me, coming through.
Looking towards the sound of hurried voices, I can see Rita and Zenti carrying cables as thick as a person's abdomen. Rita, Zenti.
A greenhorn, fancy seeing you here. Hey boss, a long time no see.
What are you two doing here? I thought you would be fixing the Ark's roof.
We were originally, but every time we repaired it, some nasty creature would come and keep breaking it. Yeah, super annoying. We've never had to repair the Ark's roof so often in such a short span. Time. So we decided to give that rude beast a taste of its own medicine.
I assume you're referring to the massive object.
And what else would we be talking about? Anyway, we're preparing to hit it with our own invention here.
Was it you who made that particle cannon?
That's right.
So it's a collaboration between Elysian and Mislees, but was made by Mighty Tools?
The design was a collaboration between core researchers from Elysian and MMR, along with the Electric Shock Squad. The actual construction was where we came in. Rita was pretty sore about that creature, so she put her nose to the grindstone and made those designs a reality. Thanks to her hard work, we came up with something truly incredible.
Those cables you're holding are those for the particle cannon?
That's right. We're planning on diverting power from the Ark for this.
How much power exactly? All of it?
Every last bit we can muster. Except for the bare minimum required to sustain the shelters and the other essential functions. We are even going to divert the power reserved for the Dome of Eternity. So we're really gonna be cooking with gas.
You're going to turn off the Dome of Eternity?
Yes.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
I understand your reservations. You're worried about everyone being shocked when they realize that the sky has fallen. But since all the civilians are in shelters right now, it should be fine. Also, to be frank, desperate times call for desperate measures. So we need to take big risks. Everyone in the Ark is doing everything in their power to take down that thing, and we are no exception. That's right, we want to send that thing packing.
As do we. We want to eliminate this thing.
So long as we believe in ourselves and go all out, we can do it. On that note, we've got to go finish our preparations. Good luck, Greenhorn. Good luck, boss.
Rita and Zenti walk off briskly, hauling the thick cable.
Wow, if they are gonna be using all the Ark's power, the effect it's gonna be is spectacular. That's right. The goal is to penetrate the massive object's anti-field, and then deliver a massive blow. Once we break through the anti-field, one of the nerve members has to pull the trigger. It sounds fun. Alright then. You'll be the one who sets off the particle cannon. Nice. And what about me? You'll be in charge of protecting Muddy. If the massive object notices that what we're doing and attacks before we have a chance to fire the cannon, it'll be disastrous. Okay, understood. So I'm essentially acting as a bodyguard. Correct. Leave it to me. I'll protect you. I definitely feel safe with you. It's nice to see both of you so motivated. There's no need to worry too much. In the event of any unforeseen circumstances, Marcion and I will be acting as your operators. It's so neat to work with you all. And what about us? You, along with the commander, will proceed towards the massive object to score a direct hit. Very nice, not bad at all. I'm not going to have to walk all the way over there like last time, will I? Negative. The only reason we had to go on foot last time was because we had to improvise. This time, however, things are different. How so? The higher-ups said they'd prepare something for us from the Ark. I haven't seen it myself just yet. Shall we go see it together?
All of us follow Misato.
I believe it's this one. And what in the world is something like that doing here? Holy crap, it's a train! The teacher, isn't this AZX?
Okay, so we're bringing Diesel Squad in, alright.
It is. Does that mean Infinity Rail is here as well?
That's right. Infinity Rail Squad reporting for duty. You all must be the passengers we're serving today. It's a pleasure to meet you. And we'll be sure to get you to your destination safely. You want us to take a train? That's right. Asuka, Zwei, Rei, and Ein will be aboard the AZX with the commander in wait. Once the particle cannon is fired, you will strike at the massive object. This thing is massive. It makes us the perfect target. Aren't we going to be sitting ducks? Don't worry about that. You'll have an escort.
Who?
Hey, Birdie. Your hero is here.
Led by Lapras, the Mati squad makes a grand entrance followed by
We're joining the fight as well.
the Absolute squad led by Yunhua,
Here.
Cafe Sviti led by Frima.
We're here to master.
Man, this feels like a giant final battle, which it is.
Is this going to be what happens when we take on, you know, the Rapture Queen and whatnot to possibly save and, you know, humanity? Running the Raptures off of Earth? That'd be fun. Will that actually happen? No, I have a different theory of what's going to be happening after what happened with the Kingdom event. Especially that last scene. I think it's going to be ending a completely different way.
How'd it hang in, Commander? We've got your back, Commander.
Even the Counter squad. Looks like we're all rolling out together.
That's right. Wherever you go, we go. That's right. We can't have you wandering off into danger all on your own. We'll do everything in our power to ensure the operation is successful.
It's great having you all here. I feel reassured.
Good. Now that the support teams are here, we're fully prepared. Now then, Commander, your orders.
I slowly look around at everyone. In the eyes of the nerve members and Nikke's, there is a mix of pre-battle tension mixed with a steely determination to protect the Ark. Let's all make it back alive. Let's hit that massive object where it hurts. Victory is ours. Everyone, to your position.
Let's move. Let's go. This is so much fun. Be careful out there, everyone. See you later, Zwei. Later, Ein. Take care, Rai. And make sure to hit that ugly sucker extra hard for us. Watch your backs out there, everyone.
Let's go. In front of the giant particle cannon, which is connected by numerous thick cables, Marty and Rai are standing by, ready to pull the trigger whenever they are activated.
Dang, I'm kinda nervous. Yeah, me too. Can you hear me? We sure can. Miss Misato. We can hear you. Before we start, I'll explain again. When the operation begins, the particle cannon will start charging by drawing power from the arc. There are many raptures surrounding the massive object. The Muddy will immediately have to aim at the center of the massive object and fire on our signal. Yahoo! Meanwhile, Rai will do her best to cover Muddy. Is that all clear? Yep, we've got this. Oh, alright, let's do this. Commencing operation against the massive object. Preparing particle cannon. Initiate cable connections to the arc's power supply system. Roger. Connecting power cables to each substation within the arc via the surface elevator. Surface elevator gate open. Gates 1 to 8 now open. Gates 1 and 2 now connecting to Missile substation. Gates 3 and 4 now connected to Elysian substation. Gates 5 and 6 now connected to Tetra substation. Gates 7 and 8 now connected to Central substation. All substations. Connection confirmed. Power supply system opened. Connection initiated. Commencing power supply from Missile substation. Commencing power supply from Elysian substation. Commencing power supply from Tetra substation. Central substation will begin supplying power once the Dome of Eternity is deactivated. T-minus 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Dome of Eternity deactivated. Central substation initiating power supply. Power supply from all substation cables confirmed. Power source system stable. Voltage fluctuation within acceptable range. Final safety lock release. Begin charging the particle cannon. Final safety lock release complete. Particle cannon charging complete in T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. High energy reaction from the massive object detected. It's aiming for the particle cannon. Is it unleashing another ultra beam? Negative. Due to having less time to charge, its power level has not reached that of the fully charged ultra beam. It seems comparable to an attack from a Tyrant-class Rapture. Good, then we can try to fight it. Rai. There's an incoming attack on your position. Huh? Darn, I knew this wouldn't be easy. The incoming strike is estimated to be equivalent to that of a Tyrant-class Rapture. We block it. But we won't be able to block it, but we can redirect it. With my handy Narus.
Rai opens up her arms and releases the Naru she was holding.
The Narus are going in dry detention.
Dozens of Narus rapidly ascend into the sky and emit loud signals while flying far away from the particle cannon.
The massive object is changing direction. It's moving away from the particle cannon. The Naru 1, 2, and 3 deploy defensive barriers. All the other Narus keep emitting signals. Distract it.
Naru 1, 2, and 3 immediately deploy the defensive barriers. At the same time, there's a cacophonous roar and a beam emits from the massive object heading straight for the Naru.
Success! You really did it. Amazing. Now's our chance, while it's still distracted. Particle cannon charging complete. Ready to fire. Aim the cannon. Roger. Let's see.
Muddy aims the particle cannon at the massive object's core.
Target unlocked. Fire. Eat this.
Muddy pulls the trigger. With a tremendous blast that shakes the ground, a massive beam erupts from the cannon, piercing through the entire field of the massive object, and scoring a direct hit on the creature itself.
We got it. Direct hit. The entire field has been removed, but it doesn't seem to have dealt a significant blow to the creature. The cannon must have been too weak. So what should we do now? How about using the particle cannon again?
It's recharging now. We can try again, but we don't know how long it will take.
Alright, if we have any chance to use it again, let's take it. In the meantime, we'll proceed with Plan B. Commence operation. AZX, launch.
AZX careens towards massive object.
And what was that noise? I believe we just plowed through some raptures. And you can keep going. Of course, we can easily knock over 1 or 2 raptures and keep moving. Pretty impressive, huh? Amazing. Insane. This is pretty cool, actually. However, we won't be able to run through all the raptors swarming in. So it has its limits. I guess if it could mow through raptors like it was nothing, the war would already be over. Commander.
Commander, can you hear me? Yes, I'm listening. Mighty scored a direct hit on the massive object with the particle cannon. It has temporarily removed the entire field. However, we have not been able to take down the entity itself.
So are you saying we need to shoot it down ourselves?
Correct. We are proceeding with Plan B. Before the anti-field regenerates, you need to move quickly toward the massive object and take it down. Affirmative.
Dang, that thing is still standing after getting blasted with the cannon. This is one tough cookie. You can say that again. There's no need to be scared. If it won't go down in one hit, then we'll keep hitting it until it does fall.
That's the spirit.
Incoming raptures. They're cloaked in the anti-field. Huh? From the right, I mean the left. Wait, they're coming from the both sides.
AZX collides with the raptor swarm up ahead. The train starts to rapidly slow down.
We're losing speed. At this rate, we're going to come to a standstill soon.
We need to eliminate them all.
If we go full steam ahead, we should be able to push through the raptures directly ahead. But with the ones coming at us from the side, we'll need to work together to get them down. If we do that, we won't make it to the massive object in time. It looks like this is where we come in. We'll handle the raptures that are trying to flank us. You guys keep going straight ahead, full speed.
Thanks.
And leave it to us. Jump now, train running. I call this more of a jog than a run, personally. Come on, you're a Nikke for crying out loud. Don't be so scaredy cat. I don't want to jump. Quit your belly aching and jump. You want to see the Ark get destroyed. Fine, I'll go.
See you later. With Sugar riding Vanguard on her motorcycle, Freeman and Milk leap out of the train.
We are going to. We'll hold them off, Commander. And we'll kill them all. So, be strong.
Thanks, everyone.
What are you doing? Stop tittering like a moron and get off the train. Okay. See you later, Commander.
Bestie and Unwa all leap off the locomotive.
That's... Am I finally gonna get my glass breaking scene? Come on, she's gotta do it at least once, right? That's twice now that I've been beaten to the punch. Unacceptable. Yeah, 'cause you're as slow as a slug. Hey, that would make all of us slugs. Fair point. Who cares about who goes in which order? We're all setting out to do the same thing. Clear a path for the AZX. I knew you'd say that, Maxwell. Time for us to be heroes. So the AZX can run at full speed. Let us heroically carve a wide path for the train as a hero should. by jumping out the window. And then I'll turn it into a villainous road. Now you can have faith in this band of heroes, Birdie.
Uh-huh. I trust you all completely.
Very well then. Up, and away. Off I go.
Laplace and Drake jump off the AZX.
Oh, come on! They could have at least given me one glass breaking noise. Come on. This would have been the perfect time.
I'll see you later, cutie.
Maxwell follows suit. Sounds of a pitched battle ring out in the distance.
Wow, they're really going at it. They might have cleared everything out before we even get there. Oh, that'd be great. I know, right? Oh my gosh. The raptors on the sides are getting pushed back. And that's why they call these squads the best.
Commander, we'll try and push back the raptors directly ahead. Once the path is clear, I'll give you the signal to press ahead at full speed. Understood. We'll be back. Be careful. You too, Commander. Anis Neon, let's go.
Okay. Take care of yourself, Commander. And see you later, Master.
Rapi, Anis, and Neon jump off the AZX. They begin to push back the raptors blocking the way. As the number of raptors starts to decrease, the path begins to clear.
The path is open.
Commander. Reed, full speed ahead.
Roger. AZX running at maximum output.
The train comes to a halt near the massive object and the door opens.
Dang, we got here super fast. Way faster to compare to when we had to go on foot. We've arrived. Attention passengers. We've reached the end of the line.
Thanks for the ride.
No problem. The AZX is overheated, but we'll be back after we tend to the engine. In the meantime, you all stay safe. Oh, and make sure you win. Yeah, failure isn't an option. We'll come back soon to pick you up.
See you later. I watch the AZX leave, then turn my head towards the massive object. The energy it's emitting somehow seems more menacing than before.
Do you see that, teacher? Is it just me? Or does it seem kinda upset that we removed its anti-field?
I think you're right.
Its energy is more concentrated than before, so exercise extreme caution. It may go for a direct attack. Alright, gotcha. And what's the big deal? Who cares whether its energy is concentrated or not? And that doesn't change the fact that we've got to go up against this thing, does it? Asuka's right. Then let's proceed according to plan and attack this thing.
Okay.
Finally, it's my turn. It's about to begin.
Is everyone ready?
I've been ready. I'm ready. All preparations complete. I'm good to go.
Then let's go.
Alright. Let's fight this thing. Encounter. So annoying. It keeps changing into weird shapes. Fine. Look at the core. Have you noticed that it's remained the same? It has. Yes, all of these transformations are taking place around a central focal point. That must be its weak spot. In other words, we need to focus our attacks on the core. And let's do it then.
Iron aims near feather at the center of the massive object. Soon after, this creature begins to transform yet again to protect its core.
Zwei. It's changing form again. I'll try to stop it.
Zwei fires an overcharged electric shock. and the massive object temporarily stopped transforming.
Asuka, the core is exposed. Ray, now. Roger. Take this.
Asuka and Rei unleash a barrage of gunfire towards the core of the massive object, accompanied by the sound of material cracking and cleaving. The massive object collapses to the ground.
And then we take it down? Not sure.
No, not yet. It hasn't vanished just yet. The massive object begins to rise into the air.
It got up. It's moving again. Damn. I guess it wasn't enough. If we let up, an anti-field regenerates. We can't let that happen. We have to finish this right here, right now. Everyone, get out of there. What? The particle cannon has been recharged. We're about to fire it again. So get away from there.
Everyone move away.
All personnel in front of the massive object evacuated. Particle cannon ready to fire.
Marty aims the particle cannon at the massive object's core.
Target locked. Fire. You want some more? You got it.
Marty pulls the trigger. With another tremendous blast that shakes the ground, a massive beam erupts from the cannon, piercing through the massive object. The massive object emits what sounds like a primal roar. Oh god, it's so bright. It also flashbanged me. That then dissolves in a bloom of light before vanishing entirely.
Is it dead? Did we defeat it?
Yeah, we did. All of us together.
We did it. We really did it. Finally. I'm so relieved. It's a shame I couldn't finish it off with my own hands. But this will have to do. Thank you, Asuka. What are you thanking me for? I did this for myself, not anyone else. You idiot. Thank you all the same. We did it, Ray. Yeah. I'm glad it all went according to plan. Huh?
Yeah, it did. And now your new friends are gonna disappear. Ray and Asuka's bodies begin to glow.
And why are their bodies? Teacher, Asuka and Ray.
They're returning to their own world.
What? I thought there was more to do. This stings. Thank you for helping Asuka. And why do you keep saying that? Take care of yourself back in your world as well. Yeah, you too. Be well and all that crap. And now that it's really time to go, I feel a little bummed. And when you go back to your world, maybe you can be a bit more open, okay? A bit more talkative, perhaps. Yeah. Goodbye, and thank you for everything. Be safe back in your neck of the woods. Farewell.
Thank you both. Goodbye.
Another flashbang.
Ray and Asuka dissolve into light. Marty's body starts to glow.
So this is it. Oh, Marty. Why are you crying? I'm just going back to my home world. I know, but still. It was really cool how you protected me earlier. Thank you for everything. Thank you as well. Take care. You too. Okay.
Marty dissolves into light. Misato's body starts to glow.
Thanks for everything, Misato. We'd never have been able to overcome this crisis without you. I'm the one who's thankful. It's because of you that I can return to my world. You've done plenty for me as well. So thank you. Take care of yourself, Marciana. You too, Misato. So many flashbangs. Misato dissolves into light.
And Mai's gone.
Misato too.
Oh, they're really gone.
I feel so empty without them.
I know what you mean. We won't be able to see them anymore.
Everyone, the operation is finally over.
Hey, you're right.
I guess so. We couldn't have done it without you. Oh, please. We only succeeded because everyone else helped. And no, don't downplay your contribution. It's because you all put your lives on the line that we achieved victory. Fine. Zwei. Drei. For protecting the Ark. I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Miss Marciana. Miss Marciana. Miss Marciana.
Congratulations on a successful operation. You guys did it.
You're right. We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. It all worked out like you said in Wood Teacher. We won. We protected the Ark. It's a good thing we didn't run away. If we had, we would have regretted it for the rest of our lives. Thank you for convincing us to come back.
The three students collapsed to the ground, tears streaming down their faces. As they shed tears of joy, they recalled the past few days filled with fear and worry, and rejoiced in the hard-won victory they attained. At the same time, they all resolved never to run away from their fears again. You can not evade end. And just the show, 58 minutes left until this is over. Oh boy, I've been taking breaks. After the first part, I slept because I was tired as hell. Second part, I took a break for about maybe an hour. Yeah, and then this one is over an hour. Story 3, let's go show the fight, shall we? For hard. Oh wait, I need to buy it. So the next event is another bunny girl event, technically. It has to deal with Rouge. You know, the character I've wanted for quite a while. Who I was half and half, believing she was human, believing she was a Nikke. I didn't really know which to believe. But apparently she's a Nikke, so that's very interesting news to know. So we're going to be getting Rouge, which is very, very, very nice to know. It's going to be very fun to have her as well. I'm going to enjoy every second of it. Look at me talking as if I'm actually going to get her from the gacha. Probably not. Now, will she work with Blonde and Noir? I mean, she's burst 1, so technically she could. But also technically, she doesn't have an actual bunny girl outfit. She's literally just in her dealer outfit. Like, it sucks immensely. Really immensely. I so very, very badly want to see her in that, an outfit like Blonde and Noir. Then I could have a full bunny girl team, technically. Plus or minus, yeah, no, I could. I actually think I could. And here's the massive object. And this is essentially the team I use in the fight against whatever the scorpion chick is called. That went by so quickly. But yeah, this is the team I use against the Scorpion chick whose name I've completely and utterly forgotten. I don't arguably care for her, about her. She'll be a character we can probably get eventually, maybe, possibly. Ah, crud. Why the hell did I just remember Liberalio's name? Why? Like, Liberalio is the one that we met that showed up. That showed up when we fought. Okay, you know, apparently it's a lot of characters from that side of the story. Oh, crud. Nihilister. When she showed up with Nihilister, Liberalio showed up then. We haven't seen hide nor hair of her for quite a while. So, if we haven't heard of anything from Liberalio, she might show up sooner or later, maybe. Probably. I still want her, to a degree. Ah, crud. What was the Scorpion? What was her name? Liberalio's name I usually forget for quite a while. I don't have time for this, quite literally. But I mean, I did the entire story. All I need is the epilogue. What was her name? Indivilia. Her name is Indivilia. Oh my god. Such a pain in the ass. Well done, everyone. A thoroughly successful offensive operation.
And don't forget that this was all possible thanks to Miss Lee's technology. Please, Iskra, that the girls who came from another world did most of the heavy lifting. What? We're the ones who made the darned particle cannon. You seem to have forgotten that Elysian also helped to build that contraption. I knew we shouldn't have collaborated with them. Extenuating circumstances be damned. Everyone contributed and went above and beyond. And with no small amount of help from those ladies from another world, we were able to emerge victorious even though it was a close call. It wasn't all entirely possible due to one single person or organization.
That's right. We protected the Ark from massive objects, but only by the skin of our teeth. In the event there should be another crisis like this, the Ark's offensive and defensive measures are barely adequate. Therefore, we need to buckle down. We need to be able to respond more quickly against unknown threats, and employ additional defensive measures to protect the Ark.
Okay. Yes, absolutely. I was planning on doing that anyway.
Anyway, good job, everyone. Please convey our gratitude to all the Nikkes who participated in the offensive. That's all for today's meeting.
So when am I going to be able to, attend these meetings? When am I going to get the power to be able to do that? Probably never. I mean, if I'm called into the meeting, I can be, but other than that, it might happen, might not.
After the operation, I visited the MMR vocational school to see the school's circle squad in Marciana. Much to my surprise, I see no students in the hallways. Are they in class, maybe? I peek inside Class P's homeroom. Strange. No one is there. I peer into the other classrooms, but there are no signs of either school circle squad or any other students. Where do they all go? Commander, Marciana, what are you doing here? Oh, you must be here to see the school's circle squad, yes. Yeah, how have they been? Yeah, I've been well. How have you been? And you? I'm the same as always. I'm doing well, feeling good. It's good to hear that things have returned to normal. Is something wrong? How come there's no one at school? Today is a school holiday. Oh, what's the occasion? Since quite a few of the students, including the Circle School Squad, participated in the offensive, the school board decided they all deserved a week off to rest.
Of course, it's also to demolish the tunnels connecting the school to the emergency response headquarters. I see. So I should head to the dorms if I want to see them. No. Rise, Vi, and Iron are here at school. They are? Would you like to go see them? Yes? In the hallway in front of the school simulation room. What are we doing here? They're inside. I thought you said today was a holiday. Yes, it is. But after them wanting to run away out of fear, and after finally conquering their fear and actually doing the battle and coming out victorious, they never want to feel that way again, so they're trying to become stronger. That way next time, they won't run away. I thought you said today was a holiday. It is, but they volunteered to come in and train. It seems meeting the nerve members has made them grow quite a bit. They realize now that they're not just Nikkes undergoing military training, but a defensive force meant to protect all of humankind. They want to be able to hold their own as individual Nikkes, without having to rely on any external forces, if another threat appears. I see. I peek through the window into the simulation room. Although I can't hear what they are saying, Ainz, Vi, and Vi are all intensely focused, as they fight the simulated raptures. Very impressive, every last one of them. Would you like to go in? No. Fine, I don't need to. No, I think I'll head back. I can see that they're doing well, and that's enough for me. But you came all the way out here. I don't want to disturb them. I wouldn't want to disrupt their focus. If you insist. In that case, let me walk with you to the entrance. Thanks, I'd like that. Or we can go into your office and have some fun. As I quietly walk out of the school, I keep thinking of the faces of each school circle member and how much more mature they all seem. Oh my god. And that's that. Well, other than me doing the same damn thing I keep consistently saying I will not do, which is putting it off over and over and over and over again, I managed, oh hey, 69, nice, to actually finish it all.
あなたが無事でよかったです。任務完了。
I managed to do it all. It's completely and utterly done. I had fun with it. 46 minutes, 4 seconds left. Now, was this better than every other event? Arguably speaking, I think this might be the best collaboration event they actually have done in terms of story. But I'm assuming that's because the IP for Evangelion is so big that at least, you know, or at least well known and liked, as far as I've heard, that, yeah, they did a lot more effort in this than they have in, especially Chainsaw Man. That one was just ass. To be the Nier collab, it was fine. It wasn't great. Any other one I'm forgetting? Oh yeah, V0. How could I forget? That one wasn't really all that great either. Especially Rem making me have to use the freaking golden mileage tickets on her to force her onto my account. That was not fun. But either way, in terms of story, this one is way better than those three. It was 3, right? Here's some man. V0. Nier. Yeah, 3. So, that was fun. It was. I enjoyed it. Though, do I like the characters? Sure. Do I know anything about Evangelion? No. Have I consistently said that I would go watch the show? I did. Have I? No. Not even doing the collaboration in this event forced me to go and actually watch the show. I've been busy, lazy, I should say, not getting distracted with other stuff. I haven't watched it, I keep saying that I'm never ever going to do it again by letting it go down to a final countdown. I did it again. Have I edited anything? Last thing I've done was my pools for... Ah, crud. Clay. And now the next thing I need to do is a Claymore event. That's pretty much it. I might watch it, I might not. I honestly, at this point, do not know. Either way, I'm gonna go and do the mini game and get the rest of the rewards from it, because I still need to do that before it's gone. So until then, I will see you guys later.